potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind that Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game last year on their way to the national title. But Ohio State knows they could be the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Hoosiers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 20.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air. It's Hoover. Swings it out to the flat. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to run, it's Martin. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Oh, he's got some space.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
From the gun on third down, Sayin finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Fourth down, Sayin. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Hoover. Got it behind the line. It's shot. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, say it. Open on the right side, that's Smith. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. He wants to change this route. The run inside. It's Jackson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air, it's Sayin. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Rushes on him. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the wide receiver. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
They feed him again. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll go right back to him. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure coming. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Richard. He's there to make the stop.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Quarterback will keep it. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So a QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Saying, bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Slings him downfield. It's caught downfield. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
As a defense, you get so excited with those 3rd down stops, and you throw the fist in the air, right? Forcing the 4th down, but you got to stay on your P's and Q's with this offense because they've already shown you that they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll be aggressive. They're already losing in this football game, so I don't expect for them to get more conservative.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo at the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To throw, it's Hoover. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Becker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught, and he's got room. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Wants to throw it again. Going for it all. Touchdown, Hoosiers! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to adjust the pattern. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Saying, here's the pressure, and they got it.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the number 10 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Buffs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. One perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Made a defender miss. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he fired it to the right sideline, but it's incomplete. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start in the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Gets the back moving. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Throwing, say it. Using his legs to buy some time. Snares it outside. It's Jackson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put three.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that. He might want another play. Say it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye. Into the end zone for 6. The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. Makes a move. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Now, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, excited for the big punt return, and then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's got it again. Runs through the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
A nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them in.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Got his man. Oh, he's got some Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. Ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sayin to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Quarterback adapted. He'll get rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Julian with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Could be an alley. The spin, still on his feet. Made him miss. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. The 20, 10, touchdown Indiana, and the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And that is an outstanding effort offensively to score again. But what's been going on with the tackling defensively, that's been the biggest issue. Sometimes football just comes down to fundamentals or lack thereof. And that's been the case defensively. Just not able to wrap up and get these offensive players onto the ground. 2 huge broken tackles on that long explosive play. And that's been the story for this defense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They go to the counter. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. First down here for the offense. They'll go right back to the run. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Running inside, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Fourth down, Sayin. Fires to the middle. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got enough for the first. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he...
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Got a little grass.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They they've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Jackson. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. And, guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
It's these little moments like that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Quick completion to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.